Hi, this is David Bell with David James Bell Consulting, bringing you a tech note, a technical thought for today. You may have run into a similar problem to mine. You want to stay mobile, you want to stay light, but you want to keep productive. One of the things that I have found moving to the new devices that are available, and I've worked with Android phones, I've worked with iPhones, I've worked with iPads, I've worked with tablets of every sort. One of the things that I have found is that eventually it all comes back down to productivity. And one of the things that means productivity in today's world is Microsoft Office. You may be finding, like I have found, that there are wonderful things that you can do with the devices that are available. And, keeping up with your emails, keeping up, as a matter of fact, you can even keep in touch with your own desktop and control it from your mobile device. These things are absolutely fabulous. But when it comes down to actually getting productive, one of the things that has been offered is the option of being able to control your desktop remotely from your mobile device. If you've tried that, one of the things you find is trying to run a desktop and control it from a small phone screen or even from a tablet like an iPad, you still have got a couple of things that are going to be problematic. Number one is shrinking that large screen down to the small format on your tablet and then trying to get your fingers right in there where you can actually move things around, and sometimes that can be way too frustrating to give you the type of productivity that you're actually going to need. If you have been thinking, like a lot of people have, that a lot of these devices are really knocking Microsoft out of the picture, don't count Microsoft out just yet. With the new Windows 8 tablets, and in particular what we're looking at are the Windows 8 Pro, where you actually have the tablet interface mixed in with an actual working Windows operating system. You actually now have the actual power of a desktop built into a tablet-sized device. Now, Lenovo has been making a number of things like the Twist or like the Lenovo Yoga that give you the tablet flexibility, but you still have an actual operating laptop with an actual operating system. The beauty of that is that, for example, you can run things like you can run things like Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is the productivity tool, and no matter how we like to slice it, the world still runs on Office. All of the little Office knockoffs and Office clones, all the little Office apps, don't seem to give you the same power, the same flexibility that you need. If you're an experienced power user like I am, what you're looking for are some of the features that Word has had since day one that will allow you to create professional documents, long documents, all of the features that go into making the headers, footers, all of those things that are very, very difficult to control once you get away from actual Microsoft Office. And again, if you're talking Excel is one of the most powerful software platforms on the planet. And today, there are 200 built-in functions in Excel, making Excel a very, very hard software to actually replicate in any other format. I've worked with the Open Office software. I've worked with every flavor of Office app that will run on a mobile device. And when it gets down to actually making a professional document, if you have to do a report, if you have to do a thesis, if you have to use anything that uses APA formatting, anything where you really need the power of Word, there's nothing like having Word. There's nothing like having Office for the interoperability and also the programming capabilities that come with Microsoft Office. For example, being able to use Visual Basic for applications where you can actually control and program and automate functions. Those things are going to be slightly lacking and sorely missed by those of us that are in the community where we know how to use those functions and we depend on them. So if you are in the mobile revolution, you may want to look at the upcoming version of the Microsoft Office tablet, the Microsoft Surface, and the Pro version is coming out that will give you a slightly thicker version of the Microsoft Surface, but you will actually have a Windows 8 Pro operating system. So all of the things that you, like me, are familiar with and comfortable with and needing for productivity, that just might be the answer. It won't replace your iPad if you're an iPad user like I am. There are things that I do on my iPad that I like having on the iPad, and the iPad formatting, the form factor is just perfect for what the iPad does. But when it gets down to actual productivity, actual working, actually needing a properly formatted document, it is hard to beat what you get with Microsoft Office. So, may not bring Microsoft back into relevancy, but it will go a long way toward making you productive again, and it is well worth considering adding the Microsoft Surface into your product mix. I know a lot of us have been looking forward to the day when, okay, we can get away from Microsoft, but I don't think that in the near future we will be doing anything that's going to come up with an adequate replacement for the things that we're used to with Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Google Docs, does a great job of, replicating and emulating and downloading and, and reading those things, but actually creating the types of documents that you can actually create with Office. We may be stuck dance with Microsoft when you have to dance with the one that brung you. It's kind of like, you recognize that, some of them younger women might be real pretty, but that old wife that, that you married her, the thing you married her for is still there, and it's hard to beat. So take a look at the Microsoft Surface 8 Pro when it comes out and see if that might not be the answer to your actual productivity needs. This is David Bell, the technical good guy, giving you advice and giving you an opinion about something that I think is, common to everybody, more people besides me. So take a look at that and let me know what your comments are. I look forward to hearing from you. David Bell, signing out.